Alright, let's do this. Time to feed these hungry gamers. Hello viewers. Mornings. Good mornings. Another beautiful day. Yeah. Hope your five senses work, health and strength is good. Or excellent. What? What's up gamers? Alright, listen to this. Well, look like Linux might be able to help out in this situation. Listen to this. Windows on ARM is not ready for the complexities of PC gaming landscape. Says here, while a move to ARM promises users with lighter and more efficient PC hardware, the state of PC gaming on ARM has a lot of catching up to do as the developer ecosystem remains in infancy. Says here, the relaunch of Windows on ARMs have coincided with the arrival of Copilot PC device that can execute Microsoft version for the future of the Windows PC Copilot plus PC features, dedicated hardware that can run AI models on devices, unlocking new functionality ranging from generative AI-powered content creation to automatic image upscaling for games. For now, Copilot plus PC are exclusive, powered by Qualcomm ARM-based Snapdragon X hardware platform, with over a dozen PC makers having already launched devices. Says here, this renewed investment by Microsoft and partners mark a significant milestone for Windows on ARMs, which previously has seen meager support. Previous generation processors built using the ARM architectures were unable to compete with processors on the x86 architecture from Intel and AMD, while software compatibility was not robust enough for most users' requirements. For instance, 2012 ill-fate Windows RT only supports software specifically built for ARM, leaving behind support for decades of Windows software that users still depend on. While Windows 10 improved the situation with support for emulation of x86 software, this did not extend to increasingly predominant 64-bit software. Meanwhile, support for graphics-reliant application was limited, rendering PC games off limits on ARM devices. Says here, fast forward to 2024 and Microsoft and Qualcomm have promised ARM device that offers greater power efficiency and performance than previous generation x86 processors from AMD and Intel. Microsoft has also developed an improved translation layer called Prism to improve Windows on ARM compatibility with x86 software. Qualcomm is so confident in Prism capability that it assures game developers at GDC 2024 that most of their games should work without additional tweaking. This is an ambitious claim considering the huge library of PC native to x86 architecture. Over 110,000 games have been published on Steam at the time of writing. 110,000 games. You portable PC gamers are good. You're spoiled. Anyway, says here, for many the PC platform is synonymous with backwards compatibility as users invest in building up libraries of games over generations of PC ownership. Subtopic: gaming remains a core weakness of Windows on ARMs. Says here, despite the big promise Qualcomm has made to game developers, gaming remains a core weakness of Windows on ARMs, as compatibility with the huge library of Windows PC games remain patchy at best. So far, over 1,300 PC games have been independently tested for compatibility on Windows on ARMs by the PC gaming community, which includes players and developers. Omdia analysis of this subset of tests games showed that barely half, 55%, of games run smoothly without bugs or glitches. See Figure 1. That still leave a large number of games that either fail to work or exhibit serious problems. Says here, and then it shows a chart here. Says here, to make matters worse, popular multiplayer games such as League of Legends Destiny 2, Fortnite, Apex Legend, and PUBG Battleground are currently unplayable via Windows on ARM due to incompatibility with anti-cheat software. Another critical issue holding back our robust support for gaming is Qualcomm nascent hardware. It is still early days for Qualcomm Adreno GPUs in PC space. Its drivers are in an immature state and don't allow its graphics hardware to fully interface with graphical demands of PC games, posing a future challenge to compatibility and performance. Another subtopic: PC gaming does not have an immediate future on ARMS. Says here, with a larger swath of publishers' PC game catalog left in various states of incompatibility, what can be done? The PC gaming landscape isn't just defined by the publisher and developer releasing games for the Windows operating system, but the hardware those games run on and the numerous distribution platforms from which games are sold. It says first, the hardware following the relaunch of Windows on ARMS in June 2024, ARM-based Windows device accounted for 0.05% of Steam users, according to Valve's Steam hardware survey. Until mass adoption occurs, game publishers are not incentivized to produce native version of their software. This is unlikely to change in the short term. Omdia mobile PC market tracker estimate that ARM-based laptop will only account for just 1% of shipment of consumer laptops shipped with the Windows operating system in 2024. Then it says, see figure 2. Then it says, in the long term, the share is expected to grow to 30% by 2029. Yeah. And then, let's see if I can get through this. It says here, secondly, PC games distribution, even if developers were producing ARM native versions of their games today, the vast majority release games via third-party distribution platform. This creates its own set of issues. Moreover, Microsoft doesn't support local playback of Xbox PC games on ARM devices via pre-installed Xbox app on Windows 11. Even more importantly, Steam, the world's largest PC game distribution platform, is firmly focused on serving existing x86 audience, including its own handheld gaming device, Steam Deck. Says here, publishers cannot distribute ARM versions of their software on Steam, and there is no indication that this will change. This in turn reduces publisher incentive to better support the currently small audience on Windows on ARMS, reducing Steam incentive to support ARM devices. Then it says here, the situation ultimately leaves gamers and publisher dependent on two key aspects to the Windows on ARM ecosystem, and that they do not control: Microsoft Prism translation layer and improvement made to Qualcomm graphics driver. Then it says here, neither are quick to fix. In early 2024, Sarah Bond, president of Xbox, announced the formation of a team dedicated to forward compatibility of its games catalog that span PC and console. Yet this is unlikely to be a task accomplished before 2026 at the earliest. Meanwhile, Qualcomm graphics drivers are unlikely to reach a robust level of compatibility with PC games for several years. As a new entrant in this space, it will need to optimize its drivers on a per-game basis, which is time-consuming and expensive. Other hardware vendors such as Nvidia entering the Windows on ARM space could improve the situation with their mature graphics driver, but Omdia does not anticipate this to occur until 2026. Then it says here, PC gaming on ARMS is ultimately faced with the classic chicken and egg situation. Without a sufficiently large and proven audience of players on ARM devices, both publishers and PC game distribution platforms have little incentive to support the ARM platform, putting the onus on companies such as Microsoft and Qualcomm to improve compatibility in a bid to faster developer adoption. In the meantime, publishers and developers of PC games should focus on communicating what this means for their audience, utilizing social media channels and game stores page to inform players and potential buyers about what level of playability they should anticipate if they were using an ARM-based machine. Despite Microsoft's eagerness to push the ARM architecture at the center of its new Copilot plus PC vision, the reality is that dedicated PC gaming enthusiasts will continue to favor PC powered by the x86 architecture, while a move to ARM promises users with lighter and more efficient PC hardware. The state of PC gaming on ARM has a lot of catching up to do, as the developer ecosystem remains in infancy. And that is that. So yeah, when it comes to doing this, Microsoft is trying to push this this incentive with ARMs. Yeah, they got a lot of catching up to do with all this, because you know, x86, you know, is being supported with Intel and AMD. So yeah, to get games to run on ARMs, it's gonna take some work. Yeah, and they got some catching up to do. And what PC games, according to the article, 100 what it says here, 110,000. If I get this right here. See if I have this right. According to this, over 110,000 games have been published on Steam at the time of writing. Yeah. So you Steam Deck fans, Asus ROG fans, MSI Cloth fans, Lenovo Legion Go, Odin, Logitech, the Oxo, the GP10, the who else am I missing here? The Orange Pi, whenever that thing comes out. Who else? Neo 1X GPD. Yeah, you got plenty of games to play. 110,000 of them. So there. There's 20. Like I said to you before, there's 24 hours in a day. You need 8 hours of sleep. How many games can you finish? Yeah. So you got 110,000 games to play. But yeah, moving, you know, but back to this though. Moving over to a new architecture, it's going to take some time, and it's going to take some work, and it's going to take some adjustments, you know. Nothing happens overnight, you know. And x86 is the standard right now. Microsoft trying to push ARMs. They got some catching up to do. They got some work to do, you know, in this department, you know. And then you have the AMD Intel factor, and then there's the NVIDIA factor that could play a role in this. So yeah, transition from one hardware to the next doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, you know. But according to this article, man, you know, it says dedicated PC gaming enthusiasts will continue to favor PC powered by x86 architecture, while a move to ARM promises user lighter and more efficient PC hardware. The state of PC gaming on ARM has a lot of catching up to do. So x86 is a standard, you know. Until that time come to move over from x86 to another architecture, maybe ARMs will come into play. But right now, x86 has a lot of support, and yeah, people like using it. So we'll see in a couple of years, between now and 2026, 2027, what the state of PC gaming will do. Anywho, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Nice talking to you people again. Chris, still a Star Wars and Star Trek fan. Bored, Dark Side. Go. Peace.